Hi everybody, and I hope that you're all really good tonight. I'm going to try and do the front page, not the front page, the book cover of this traveler's journal. And I'm going to check and make sure that you can see. Really often good. I'm so glad to be here. This is a really great place to be. This is very fortunate because each of these, when you unravel this and take it off of the cardboard, it turns out to be approximately the right length for or width of the journal. And here comes little girl dog clicking her toenails. Gotta love her, gotta love her. And I just need to make sure that I have a little bit of overlap. I just want a little overlap. This is where the very beautiful colors come in with the different colors of lace and ribbon that I use. And I'm putting this black on here so that I can glue it down, glue the lace and ribbon down onto the black. And that will make it very, very that will make it stand out. And as you can see here, I'm stair stepping. I think this is called seam binding or hem. Probably hem binding, I'm not sure. I don't have the outside of the package anymore, it's long gone. And I'm going to look this up just to make sure, but I think that when this, I don't think that the Bohemian style or type of clothing decoration has ever gone out of style. It's just that sometimes it's more in style than others. And it was very popular during the Great Depression because the people were so poor. And so what it's made up of is bits and pieces, and so that sort of piecing together things that are well used, that what it's being used for at the time is, you know, it's worn out. And so they take parts of the garment or blanket or whatever it might be, and they use it for other things. They use the good parts for other things. You know, when something wears out, there's always a part of it that has not had all the use. So I'm not gonna cut that right now. I thought I might trim it right now, but it has this very, very wet glue over here. This one is not quite right. I either trimmed it off too short, or I don't know. I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me. Allergies. Allergy time is upon us. Okay. So that's still way over here, but it has the underneath one to cover. So now I'm just gonna go down and so sorry. I'm gonna find some really beautiful. This looks good. Not sure where I got these, but I can tell you that I have been looking for these types of colors for a really long time. I think this one came from Stacy Whitehouse. She's an awesome journal maker. She doesn't do videos yet, but I'm encouraging her to do lots of videos, like just on her own, and practice like that. This is really beautiful, all of it. If I get too much out, I won't know. Oh, there's even silver and gold in here. Beautiful stuff, Stacy, just beautiful. This was in a lot, I think, that may have been either, I don't know where it came from actually. Okay, I'm just going to put that back in. So let's see what I can find in here. I have glue on my hands. And there's just a little string tying this together. And this seems to be a rainbow type of a trim. Like I could go from the top to bottom if I wanted all the same texture. Oh. So what I'm going for is a multicolored outside of the journal here. Made out of all different kinds of textures and trims and lace. I'm not sure how much lace I have out here. And then I'm just going to keep going. I need to cut those last two off, I forgot. All the way up. This one is in little pieces, but it just happens to be big enough for one width. I guess sometimes there'll be room for 3. And then I'll stick down the ends after I'm done. Let's see what this purple one looks like. I bet that's pretty. It's kind of like chenille. You could separate this into 3 different pieces, but I'm just going to use all 3. I don't know if kind of people know much about the Great Depression. But during the Great Depression, they had food kitchens that were open. It was called soup kitchens, where people would actually go get a hot meal, you know, take their family there and go get a hot meal during the evening. And just so sad. There was food rationing. I know that because I do remember that. My family was very, very fortunate because food rationing, they did food rationing before I was born and during my first few years of life. And my family was, well, they felt very grateful because they came here from California. I don't know if any of you have read The Grapes of Wrath, but the Dust Bowl was horrible in the Midwest during a drought, and people moved away from the Midwest to California, and my family was one of those. My mother was young. She was a girl during that time, and they just literally moved across the United States in family groups. And during those days, there were no, okay, I'm mixing up 2 times. During those days, during the Dust Bowl, there were not that many motels or hotels. There were not any motels, I don't think. Because the West, coming west was not, you know, a whole lot of people had not come west yet. I'll just put it that way. Let's see, I'll go back to this one now. And so they would just bathe in the creek, wherever they could find a camping spot. And they, so fast forward that to when I was born, and food rationing, my grandmother and grandfather and all their children, which my mother was the oldest, did, that was during the food rationing, and they were just considered very fortunate as far as they considered themselves very fortunate because they had a grocery store, they were able to get food that other people were not able to get. Bacon being one. You know, it was just a really tough time during the United States. So this is how it goes all the way up, just one row after another of many different ribbons and laces. I don't have that much lace here. I don't know if these two are lace. I mean, this one's lace, but it's really too dark. I wouldn't want to go on there. This is ribbon. It's very pretty. It's very soft. Let's see. What else do I have? I moved everything that was Traveler's Notebook. This is Stacy's stuff. I just know it. She just makes beautiful things if you know her on Facebook. She displays her journals. And she and I did a swap at one point. That was amazing for me. It was amazing. Oh, here's some nice stuff. I'll just take this off of here. So I'm kind of putting the fluffy stuff, the stuff that's more dimensional, like flat down stuff, then dimensional, less dimensional, not as much, flat down stuff. So like that. This is another one that has the ombre look. Oh, so pretty. So anyway, I just keep going. I'm going to use brighter colors so it will show. I just keep going all the way up, and then after it dries, I'll trim off the ends, and that will be the outside of my the front cover of my Traveler's Notebook. And I haven't finished the pages on the inside yet. I want it because of you know, it's going to get real fluffy, and I wanted to get the front cover done before the inside of it got any more fluffy. So I don't want to bore you with this going all the way up. The next time I come on to do more on this Traveler's Notebook, I'll have it done all the way up, and then you'll be able to see how it's turned out. You can go up under these layers. I made it so I could, and now that I have, I'm not sure that I want to. Well, I decided I didn't want to because it would be just fine either way. I mean, that's what I think. So, there we go. And I thank you for watching. And I will talk to you later.